Good afternoon. Hey, how's everyone doing today? So, think about it like a two-pronged approach in your life. And the beauty of that is if one of the pathways isn't something you believe in or isn't something that works out, well, the other one will probably come back and bite you. Check it out. What you put out into the universe comes back to you. Okay, now normally when you hear that, you think woo woo stuff, right? People are manifesting whatever they focus on. Whatever you focus on grows, and you're bringing that thing into your life. Okay, I'm with you. You might dismiss those comments as such, and that's super fair. But on a karmic scale for the universe, if you're going to look at it as karma existing or some kind of celestial force bringing about justice in some way, um, that's pretty noticeable in people's lives. So a lot of times you're putting out a lot of hateful comments or mentioning things that you look down on, or in some way you're putting negativity out there and it comes back to you, right? And a lot of people might attribute this to karma. They might say, there's an all powerful creator and they balance things out or whatever it is. Sure, maybe that exists, maybe that's real, maybe that's how it happens. But also, you're human, which means you are susceptible to human psychology. Sorry, it comes with the territory. It's kind of in the definition. Yeah, it's one of the things we got going for us. And when you're constantly crapping on stuff, when you are putting out that negativity into the world, you're noticing all the bad stuff. You're nitpicking at someone for doing something, or something's just a little bit off, or you're constantly noticing the things that are wrong. You're training your brain to only notice that. So essentially, over time, that's how you're going to interpret things that come back to you as well. When someone says something that's just a little off putting, you're probably going to translate that as an attack on you, as someone naysaying you, as negativity coming back to you, only because you've trained yourself to constantly critique everything around you. Do you understand? You don't actually need the whole karmic scale across the universe. You don't actually need karma in its entirety because we have human psychology. Because that's what you've trained your mind to pick up on. That's what you're going to see over time. Maybe not immediately. Maybe not in all situations, right? People will give you a compliment, like, "Hey, your hair looks really nice today." You're not going to look at that and go like, "Ah, negativity coming back to me." That's not what I'm talking about. Anything that is dubious, anything that is uncertain, right? Or unexpected, your mind will put that little bit of negativity tilt on it because that's what you do regularly. So you got to be really careful what you're putting out into the universe. You got to be really careful about the things that you say, how you interact with others, how you're critiquing others. That little voice in your head that's judgmental all the time. Can you slow that down? Can you turn it around? Can you maybe follow it up with something positive after that thought process? Do you constantly have to critique and naysay on other people? Not because there's some cosmic scale that's shifting and there's going to be a big ban hammer on you from outside forces. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I'm not making that claim right now. But you are training yourself to only notice those things. You're training yourself for your mind to produce that kind of content constantly. So that's what you're going to notice going forward. It's a scary thought, right? It's scary because you end up making your own prison. You end up making the hammer that later comes around and hits you. Not even if the thing that's happening isn't even attacking you, you might see it that way, and thus it is that way because of human psychology. So keep that in mind. Try to put positive stuff out there. Try to help each other out. Try to build each other up. It's not just woo-woo stuff. It's not just toxic positivity. It's not just like trying to get through the day or coping or lying to yourself. You're actually programming yourself to have a more positive existence over time. That's my thought. So let me know in the comments if you completely agree, if it's completely ridiculous, or if it has some grain of truth to it. I hope it works out for you. Take care of yourself.